fill in the blanks. Now students, here there are few statements and some of the words in the statements are missing. Now we need to fill the appropriate words in the statement. The first one, plants are called as dash because they fix carbon dioxide. Now generally plants, they are called as producers because they fix the carbon dioxide. Now plants are called as producers of the biosphere. They use the solar energy, that is sunlight, and they convert this light energy into chemical energy in the form of glucose, which is consumed by the plants for their energy, and it is also consumed by other organisms like the consumers, which depend upon the plants for the food. So plants are called producer because they are able to fix the carbon dioxide. That is, to make that food glucose. To make that food, it uses the carbon dioxide which is available in the atmosphere. So the answer should be producers. The next statement, in an ecosystem dominated by trees, the pyramid of number is a dash type. So that means if an ecosystem has many trees, the pyramid of number is an upright pyramid. So here we can see this is the food chain. There are large number of producers. So this block at the bottom, the bigger one, it represents the primary producers. So there are so many numbers of trees and the herbivores feeds on this. So this would be the size of the primary consumer, and the secondary consumer feeds on it. For example, if an insect feeds on the plant, the birds would feed on the insect, and there should be even bigger carnivore which feeds on the birds. So as you go up in the food chain, the number of population in each trophic level will decreases. So this is the first trophic level, this is the second trophic level, third and fourth. So as we are going up, the population, the size of the members in each trophic level is reducing. So such a pyramid is called as upright pyramid. So in an ecosystem which is dominated by trees, the pyramid of numbers will always be upright. So upright is the answer. So the next question, in an aquatic ecosystem, the limiting factor for the productivity is dash. In an aquatic ecosystem, the limiting factor for the productivity is availability of the sunlight. So if you take an aquatic ecosystem, the sunlight will not reach every part of the water. The water which is present only on the surface will receive the sunlight, and the water which the sunlight will not penetrate the water which is present at the bottom of the ocean, sea or anything. Now such a region is called as benthic region. In the benthic region, the sunlight is not available. So the limiting factor for the productivity would be the availability of sunlight. So till where the sunlight reaches, photosynthetic organisms would be present there. They will undergo photosynthesis and the primary productivity will occur over there. So if there is no food available, then there would be no consumers. So therefore the limiting factor depends upon the number of photosynthetic organisms, and they can produce food only when there is sunlight. The next question, the common detritivore in our ecosystem are. So the detritivore means the organisms which feed on the organic remains. So organic remains would be, so if a leaf falls from the tree, it is an organic remain. So the organisms which feeds on this leaf, they are called as detrivore. Examples of detrivores are bacteria, fungi and earthworm. So here we can see on the tree bark there are many organisms which is feeding on this. Ants are there, earthworms are there, insects are there, fungus is there. All these would be the examples for detrivore. So detrivores are commonly those organisms which feed on the organic remain. Now this can be from a plant source or animal source. The next question would be, the major reservoir of carbon in Earth is? The major reservoir of carbon in Earth is the ocean. So oceans contain the carbon resource within it. So it is called as the major reservoir. So now the answers would be, plants are called as producer because they fix carbon dioxide. In an ecosystem dominated by trees, the pyramid of number is always an upright. In an ecosystem, the limiting factor for productivity would be the availability of sunlight. The common detrivores in our ecosystems would be bacteria, fungi, and some insects. Earthworm. The major reservoir of carbon on Earth is the ocean.